It is a beginning today. Time for a fresh look at the future and all the wonderful possibilities it holds. On this very delightful morning, it is with great pride and joy that I initiate the proceedings of today's function. We are here to welcome the 36th batch of B.Tech Engineering College, the first batch admitted to Puducherry Technological University. A very good morning to all of you gathered on this virtual platform. Every year, we bid farewell to one batch of and welcome a new batch of eager and enthusiastic freshers. We do this with a lot of hope and anticipation, hoping that someday strong, bright, and productive individuals. The college mission statement declares that we aim to impart high-quality training so as to provide human resource appropriate for local and national needs. Prosperity through technology, achieved through enlightenment of individuals. Today, as you stand on the threshold of a new phase of your life, we give it our responsibility and privilege to open new doors to you, to extend a helping hand, and to ensure a smooth transition from your school life to a completely different atmosphere of professional education. All these years, the inauguration of the induction program were held in a physical space for a duration of 2 weeks. The program in physical space will allow you to evolve yourself, make new friends, exchange pleasantries, and actively take part in all the events with a magical impact. Unfortunately, the situation doesn't allow us to organize the program in the same manner. Hence, we are here with a digital program which you can learn in and enjoy from your homes without meeting people at close quarters. Though the duration is significantly reduced, we have tried to transport most of the elements of the physical events into this digital space so that the true essence is not lost. Let us now begin the function with an invocation song. I request Dr. Sundaramurthy, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication, to lead us in invoking the blessings of the Almighty. Enthusiasm and support go a long way in providing a stimulating environment to work. Our Dean students always extends unlimited cooperation and encouragement in the conduct of all programs. May I now take the pleasure of inviting our dynamic and amiable Registrar and Dean students, Professor K. Vivekanandan, to formally welcome the gathering.
Respected beloved Principal, Professor S. Kothandaraman, respected Dean Academics, Professor Sundaramurthy, my dear professors and my colleagues, parents and teachers, parents and my dear students. This induction program as well as inauguration of B.Tech classes generally is done in a big manner with a lot of people coming to our college. It's sort of a festival. It's sort of a festival, learning festival, where the new students will be introduced. What they are going to learn, how they have to learn. So all those things will be taught in a span of 2 weeks. But because of pandemic situation, we are unable to carry out in that grand manner, but still we could be able to start the induction program in online. We can call this as an online festival. Now, there is a word called game changer. Generally in a game, right, in a game, they are a small activity, okay, done in a specific way, will become one team to either win or lose. A winning team that will, because of that activity, winning team might lose and a losing team might win. That's what we call it as a game changer. You have been also given the students who are going to study in this Compulsory Engineering College, okay, is also going to be a game changer. Game changing opportunity has been given to you. If you utilize it, you can win. You can win the game. Here, what is the game? Your life is the game. If you want to win in your life, definitely if you utilize this opportunity, you can definitely win the game. So here in this induction program, we will teach how you can utilize your stay in Pondicherry Engineering College, and also it is notified as a Puducherry Technological University. And you are in the hands of very good people. Our principal, Professor S. Kothandaraman, always wants to bring the good practices wherever it is followed to our college, to bring it to our college. Initially, in many practices, whenever he tends to follow, we found
Hello, Govind Dr. Govind sir.
Always it has given its fruits. It has become successful. It has changed many things. We have such a wonderful person as our principal, and here he has come here to inaugurate this induction program on behalf of our Puducherry Technological University. I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir, for this induction program. There is a word, no stone is unturned. Okay, so that word is useful for whatever possible, whatever to be included can be included, whatever to be left should be left. Okay, so perfection, when you define something called perfection, they always tell that you cannot take something away from it. You cannot add something away to that. That's what perfection. Our academic dean is such a perfectionist. Whatever he does, okay, nothing can be added to that, nothing can be removed to that. He puts the entire effort in making that as a perfectionism. I welcome on behalf of our institute to this induction process. And also, here this program is very much possible because of Professor Dr. Selvaraj in online mode, and Dr. Shivaraj and Dr. Shanti Simon, Associate Dean, and Dr. Gunasundari, Associate Dean, and students for making this program. I also welcome this. I welcome all these members. I also welcome our HODs, deans, and professors. They are going to address you tomorrow. Okay, so I welcome HODs, deans, and COEs, Controller of Examination, to this induction program, the inaugural function of this induction program. And I especially welcome the students. You are the hero today. So I welcome you all, and parents. Please, I tell a point regarding your son or daughter's study at this institute. So far, you must have worked very hard, equally with that of your son or daughter. But once the students get into this kind of a prestigious institute, you might want to relax it. But please don't do it. Always follow what your son or daughter is doing. Always motivate them. Check them because of any matter they got depressed or they go in the wrong path, whether they have a wrong friends. It is a very, very important duty for us, and this 4 years you have to have the continually watch on them, so that really help them to grow and pass out very successfully this particular degree. So this is the request I am keeping to the parent, and I also wholeheartedly welcome all the parents to this induction program. So thank you very much. Once again, I welcome you all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
The famous English poet W.B. Yeats has said that education is not the filling of a pail but the lighting of a fire. Let us ignite this fire of learning and endeavor to spread the light of knowledge. Tamaso ma Jyotirgamaya. From darkness, lead us into light. As a symbolic gesture, we will now light the Kothandaraman. I invite our Honorable Principal, Professor S. Kothandaraman, Dean Academics, Professor S. Sundaramurthy, and Dean Students, Professor K. Vivekanandan, to light the lamp.
Join sir, please come. Sir, wait. You sir, join sir in right.
Success relies heavily on quality leadership. Only those with a vision can lead and teach, tapping collective expertise and putting it to the best use for the growth of the institute. Professor S. Kothandaraman is a great source of inspiration and strength. His dynamic and systematic approach instills confidence and motivation in all of us. A resourceful teacher and an admirable administrator, he is a great pillar of strength and support for all of us. May I now take the privilege of inviting our respected principal, Professor S. Kothandaraman, to deliver the inaugural address.
Thank you, madam. Great words. Professor Vivekanandan, Registrar and Dean students. Professor Sundaramurthy, Dean Academics. Associate Dean students. Other members of this forum. Various other deans and HODs who are virtually witnessing this event without me program. And my dear first year students and proud parents. Vanakkam, Namaskar, and very good morning to all. At the outset, I would like to appreciate all the parents who have so far sacrificed a greater part of their life in shaping up, bringing up their children up to this level. And so the first congratulations and credit should go to all the parents and the teachers, the school teachers, immensely contributed to shape up their students. And finally, the stakeholders, the first year students, have secured a seat in this one of the best technological institutions of our country. I join with my registrar to once again welcome all the students to this great campus. Of course, you have not visited or entered into the campus, but soon we will find you, we will meet face to face, and we invite you to this great campus. Compulsory Engineering College has been established over an extended land of close to 200 acres. Very fertile soil, green campus. And that too after copious rains during this monsoon. It is very dense, covered with green belts. And suddenly when you come to visit the campus, you can understand how fertile and wonderful campus it is. Compulsory Engineering College was started in the year 1985 with just 4 branches and 30 students were branched and slowly started growing with the increase in the intake, with the increase in the number of branches, starting our postgraduate programs, research programs, and so on. So over the years of 36 years of its existence, Pondicherry Engineering College has attained a very phenomenal growth. It's a very impressive growth. An institution of this nature has gradually, in stages, with every periodicity, it has attained certain important milestones. I am very happy that you also today are joining with this great institution. And as on date, we are offering around 9 undergraduate programs. This particular year, we have introduced a new branch of B.Tech, Mechatronics. With that, it has gone up to 9. And we have 13 postgraduate programs. In addition to that, all the departments are offering research leading to PhD. That's a great achievement. In addition, Pondicherry Engineering College has been recognized as a QLP Center Quality Improvement Program has been sanctioned by VGC, through which the teachers from other institutions can join for higher education, equip themselves, and go back to their institution to promote quality education. And it is a great recognition. Subsequently, we also obtained autonomous status. For the past 6 years, we are having autonomy, and at the culmination point, we have reached university status. And therefore, for any education institution, it is a very great achievement. And I am very much confident that with the cooperation of the government and the federal government, it will attain still higher levels with the MOUs signed with the various industries and foreign universities. It will certainly it will expand its glory to the wider horizon will get expanded. In this context, I would like to congratulate once again that you all belong to the very first batch of Puducherry Technological University. Very close to you. And though the Puducherry Technological University has been sanctioned, but then the Vice Chancellor appointment and other statutes posts are to be filled very shortly, and possibly when you join the campus, we are going to be present here in the campus. The university will start function in a full-fledged manner very shortly. And at this juncture, my dear students, I would like to emphasize one important thing, that the importance of autonomy in the education. You must understand, autonomy is not that it is a kind of freedom. The freedom is not for the teachers. It is a freedom that the stakeholders will enjoy for the benefit of you. That's more important. Therefore, you must try to understand, the stakeholders should understand very well what is the objective, what are the features of autonomy, how you can shape up your career. Okay, that is extremely important. And when you say the freedom should be practiced with the self-discipline, and you must stay focused with your job. Then, as long as you stay focused, as long as you stay the self-discipline, you will be given more freedom. Okay, that's where the knowledge grows exponentially. And regarding the formation of the syllabi and curriculum, we have the guidelines from the AICTE, we have guidelines from the National Education Policy 2020 has also come out with a lot of freedom of this. Okay. And what is the freedom will greatly help you to transform your dreams. Okay. As Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam has very aptly guided the youngsters of this country that everybody should dream about their career, stay focused, keep on dreaming, so that as you stay focused and keep dreaming, and one day you will realize that the transformation may take place. When you say dream, you must honestly, consistently keep dreaming, and when you stay focused, and certainly you will find the transformation will take place in front of you. Okay, and with regard to the regulations and the freedom, whatever you try to enjoy. In this regard, I would like to emphasize one important thing that the NEP 2020 framed by Dr. Kothandaraman and his team, that it has so envisioned to transform our country. And in fact, the features of NEP should be more understood, assimilated by the stakeholders, and not fundamentally by the teachers. So I do not know how far you students have gone through it. It is available on the website. It is available. you please download the first part, the initial portion of that content is about school education, and the second part is talking about the higher education, which is very essential. Okay. Of course, everybody wants to enjoy the freedom, but at the same time, when you say you are going to give a lot of freedom, you must not fail to understand your responsibility. Okay. So you are going to be there to be train or a guide, your own teacher. Okay. And here, if you just look at your journey to reach up to this level. So your parents were closely watching your performance, your teachers were closely watching your performance, and it has been periodically monitored. Now, when you come to the collegiate education from the school education, here you may not find that kind of system. Okay, and here you are come to this campus, collegiate education, not only to keep scoring mark. Okay, you are going to shape up your personality. You must improve your personality 360 degrees. In all walks of life, you must improve your personality. And education plays a major role. And above all, you must see that your performance and your personality is improved 360 degrees. Okay. And in fact, regarding to shape up your academic performance and academic curriculum, our team, Dr. Sundaramurthy, Dean Academics, and his team has done a wonderful job, and following the guidelines of the AICTE and taking the full spirit of autonomy, the syllabi and regulations have been formulated. And this team has been consistently working for more than 6 years. They are doing a very remarkable contribution in the formation of the academic university and improving the academic standard of Pondicherry Engineering College as a whole. And in fact, they are also working for the university, the new ambit of administration. Whatever the regulations formed will be accepted by the Compulsory Technology University. And in this context, my dear students, apart from the academics, we must try to focus, I said, curricular and curricular activities should also be given appropriate importance. I don't say equal, but appropriate importance should be given. Every ambience is prevailing in this campus. Okay, your interest will always be nurtured appropriately. We have various clubs and associations, students' council, associate council activities, games, and various clubs are there. You can attach yourself to suit your taste and involvement, and then and grow along with this institution. And another important feature of the Pondicherry Engineering College is that here we have an incubation center, which is one of the unique facilities sponsored by the Government of India. Very limited institutions are given this facility, and we are very fortunate, you are very lucky to be here. And this adult incubation center has been funded adequately, and here your ideas are going to be transformed into reality. You will find that if you have a startup, if you have ideas, if you have innovative ideas, and those things can be transformed into reality. We have created the ambience. That is something very unique feature. And the students who are going to be attached themselves with the adult incubation center to become an entrepreneur tomorrow, who are academically suitable relaxation and modification will be given. So much liberty and flexibility we have in that condition. The ambience is so good that you can really transform yourself, you can really contribute to transform this country. So you dream yourself that instead of trying to have a job, instead of trying to seek a job, you dream yourself to become an entrepreneur, you become a job provider. Okay, So at the very beginning of your career in the 4 years stay in the campus, you set your goal very appropriately. My dear students, at this point of time, I'd like to say, it is not that you are going to stay here for 4 years. It's going to just 4 years. You just vanish so fast, and therefore don't downplay with the time. Okay, now already due to the pandemic state, we have lost almost 6 months. So the academic year has been changed, modified, reformed. Of course, doesn't matter, nothing to worry about it. Stay happy, be happy about it, don't worry, but things will take its own course of action, and tomorrow is going to be very grateful for you. But then, the 4 years stay here, you try to stay focused without manage the time efficiently, and try to shape up your engineering career in this campus. Okay. And see, here we are starting the induction program now, and this will go for 1 week, and after that we will continue the online classes. We expect that at least close to 50% of the syllabus will be completed through online, and later on I hope things will become, normalcy will return, and you all will be invited to the campus, and the remaining academic portion and the practical sessions will be hands-on experience will be completed. Then we will the next course of action will be set. Okay. As on today, as things stand today, we believe that close to 50 or 3/4 of the syllabus will be covered through online. And at the end of the semester, I mean after March, maybe during mid-March or the end of March, we will decide what is our course of action. Okay. And as a closing remark, I would like to say that when you are focusing yourself for good engineering education, when you are dreaming yourself to become an entrepreneur, some of you may even dream to go for higher education, either the same institution or elsewhere. But above all, maintaining good health is very important. Today, the fast food has almost invaded in everybody's life, including most of the illness. And my dear student, keeping good health is extremely important. And in Tamil there is a proud saying, "Suvarindri Sitthiraville." That means, because those days there was no canvas, so we have drawing the art only on the walls. So unless you wear a wall, you cannot do the art. Something like that. If you don't have good health, that is the basis through which all the edifice is going to be built up. Okay, your edifice will be built only if you have a very sound health. This campus is so good, so good. You can involve yourself into join the health club, and you can involve yourself into sports activities and so on. And it's a prolific campus that is very close to the Bay of Bengal. You can continue. And therefore, you can always maintain a very good spirit of health in this campus. Such an ambience prevails there. So come back, we'll come as early as possible to the campus. We'll invite all of you as well as the faculty to further camp. So with these few words, I thank the organizers for having given me the opportunity. I once again take this opportunity to congratulate all the first year students and parents. And I wish you a very prosperous and brightful stay and carry through them in the 42 years. It is going to become a PTU in the near future. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir, for those thought-provoking words. I'm sure that those words have been inspiring enough for all of you to set your goals, make the right choices, be daring enough to dream, and start transforming yourself. So wishing you all the best. With almost 3.5 decades of experience in teaching and several years in administration, our Dean Academics, Professor S. Sundaramurthy, is a vehement advocate of quality in academic performance. You will very soon get to see his intense passion when it comes to matters of curriculum and academic preparations. May I now invite Dr. S. Sundaramurthy, Dean Academics, for his felicitation address.
Respected Principal, Socialist, Kothandaraman sir, Registrar and Dean students, Professor Vivekanandan sir, and my dear colleagues, dear students, and their programs. Good morning to all of you. On behalf of all my colleagues and my team from Office of Dean Academics, I'm very happy to extend a very warm and hearty welcome to the campus of Pondicherry Engineering College. All the first year students, a warm, hearty welcome to all of you. We are allowed to hold this important induction program in the campus, but for the pandemic situation. The situation seems to be improving, and I believe that the days are not far away before we could have all of you inside the campus and have you attend the classes. You work very hard to secure a seat in this prestigious institution. My hearty congratulations to all of you for this wonderful feat. It's a moment of pride and happiness to all of you and to all the parents. Equally, a momentous and situation for all of us here in Pondicherry Engineering College, because it is a red letter day in the history of Pondicherry Engineering College, which has been recently transformed to, elevated to the stature of Puducherry Technological University. Today is the day that we are commencing officially the classes for the first batch of B.Tech students who are admitted to the Puducherry Technological University. That's why I said this is a history in the making, and you are all part of the history. Even after 20 or 25 years, you say that I belong to the first batch of this great Puducherry Technological University. You may think that Puducherry Technological University is a new one, but no, it is a transformation which has happened. As our principal traced the history of Pondicherry Engineering College, it has a long standing of excellence in engineering education for the past 35 years. In this 35 years of its existence, Pondicherry Engineering College has etched a name for itself as one of the topmost institutions in this country. In recognition of its achievements, Pondicherry Engineering College has been uplifted and upgraded to Puducherry Technological University by the Ministry of Human Resources and Development. So don't think that the Pondicherry Engineering College has been given this stature in silver plate. It has actually earned it. If you see, like it has, so many have contributed to what it is today. Teachers, the students, alumni. It's a contribution of so many of them that has uplifted this institution to this present stature. Actually, this college, you come to know that it has produced wonderful outstanding alumni who are actually occupying very coveted positions in academia, in industry, and even in Indian administrative services. I think, I don't know how many technical education institutes across the country can proud of saying that we have produced IAS. I think recently, last year, one of our alumni, I think 35th rank, no? I think has cleared the IAS in 35th rank, which is a great feat. And so a lot of such achievements I can go on talking. Many of our alumni are occupying faculty positions in premier institutions in India like IISc and IIT, not only within India, even abroad. I know some of my old students, professors in very reputed universities in USA and Netherlands and all that. So, not only that, in industry, there are vice presidents and all that. So, I'm sure students, in another 4 years, you will also join the bandwagon of illustrious alumni this the Pondicherry Engineering College has produced, and I'm sure at that time you will say that I belong to the first batch of Pondicherry Technological University. I'm sure that's why I said that you are also part of this the making of history, and we are all very happy about it. And yeah, so unlike your seniors, you are no longer a student of engineering college. You are a student of technology university. So you may ask me what difference is going to make. Whether I am a college engineering graduate, whether I am out of engineering college, or whether I am a passed out of a technology university, is it really going to make a difference? Friends, it is definitely going to make a difference. I can just vouch on it and tell you that it is definitely going to make a difference. I would say that, for example, we have already enjoyed the kind of freedom which our principal has been talking about. We have been enjoying the academic autonomy bestowed upon us by University of Grand Commission for the last 6 years, and with that, I would say that at least in the academic domain, in the teaching learning process, we have been able to bring in some kind of a quality. We have had the freedom, I am saying, we have had the freedom to sort of shape up the curriculum and syllabi to the needs of the recruiters and the industry. Now, the structure of university is going to help us move one step forward. I'm sure that, and we would be, the sky is the limit, that's how I feel. We have been discussing this, I think, very often we used to have very heated arguments and discussions with our principal and other members of the thing, like how to, so we want this to be the best. There's no doubt about it. We want to have the best curriculum, best teaching learning process in place in this Pondicherry Technological University, and we are actually keeping our eyes open to see what are the best practices are not only within the country but also from abroad, and trying to have it in place. I assure you that we have a team of outstanding, excellent faculty members. I would say that almost each and every one of the faculty members hold a PhD. I think that there are only very few institutions across the country where you see, apart from IITs and NITs, you will not see such a thing happen. That means, there is a kind of innovation. See, once you do your PhD, that mind will always push you to look for innovation. So we have a proven record of injecting innovation into everything, and I'm sure that is going to make a difference. That is definitely going to make a difference in. So that I assure you as Dean Academies, I assure you on behalf of all my learned teachers that we want to have the best of the teaching learning process and the curriculum, syllabi, the regulation, the rules. One important thing that comes out of flexibility is, comes out of freedom is the flexibility. Today, I think we need to have a flexible system. Today, IITs and NITs to some extent talk about flexibility. I'm sure that we can have a kind of flexibility, and we can need so far, as principal pointed out, that we have been following the AICT model right now. And I would say here that we are one of the first few institutions across the country who could put in place the AICT model curriculum, at least the script of the AICT model curriculum in place. I can very proudly say that. but we can move one step ahead, one step forward. So we can even take some models from foreign universities, and we can definitely have the best practices possible, and that's what we have in mind. And shortly after this, I will be making a brief presentation on the rules and regulations, academic rules and regulations. I will probably discuss more about it. But at this point of time, I just want to tell you one thing. Everything at the end of the day depends on you. Okay? You students. So you come with a dream. We are here to provide you the wings to fly and achieve the dream. That's all I can say. So you come with a dream because you are no longer you are moving into a university system that you have to keep in mind. So it's a big transformation for you. Like moving from school to the university is a big transformation, a big leap. And it is time for you. You are mature enough to set a goal for yourself. And I'm sure the ambience of Pondicherry Technology University would definitely provide the necessary support and to make you fly. That I'm pretty sure about it. At least we may have a lot of limitations. I think the limitations are the challenges. Unless there are challenges, we will not grow. Okay. I'm sure that we will cross over all the challenges and limitations and grow. And one thing I can tell you, our intentions are good for you. Okay. And then it will help you to make use of the ambience. And I'm sure that it's a great place. I'm sure that you will shortly visit. And it's a very green, nice campus. And there is a beach nearby, and there's a wonderful ambience. And I'm sure that it will induce you to be a great learner and reach bigger heights in your life. And we are here to support you. And that much I can tell you. But come with a dream. And come with an open mind. See to that you make use of whatever facilities we have. The human resources, not the physical facilities, we have outstanding human resources. The teachers are very friendly. Whichever place you come from, they will definitely groom you into an excellent human being at the end of the day. So, in these few words, I just conclude my lecture, and I'm going to shortly talk to you about the rules and regulations. All the best, and wish you a great 4 years in this reputed Pondicherry Technology University. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for emphasizing the importance and significance of hard work and determination in your pursuit of excellence. The collective effort of many a well-coordinated teamwork is what signals success in organizing any event. May I now request our Associate Dean students, Dr. R. Gunasundari, to propose the vote of thanks.
A warm and pleasant greetings to our respected principal, registrar, deans, HODs, faculty coordinators, staff, student volunteers, proud parents, and our dear budding new entrants to B.Tech intellectual family. It is my proud privilege to express our gratitude to every one of you connected in this virtual campus. This is indeed the right occasion to acknowledge the contribution of everyone for their support, cooperation, volunteering, and for the successful conduction of this 6th year B.Tech induction program 2021 conducted during 24th to 30th of this month. First, we express our sincere and respectful gratitude to our beloved principal, Professor Kothandaraman sir, who always guides us and leads us with his renowned ideas. Thank you very much, sir, for your constant encouragement, support, vision, valuable, timely suggestions, and also for presiding over this program today. We express our profound gratitude to our registrar and dean students, Professor K. Vivekanandan sir, for welcoming today's gathering. Sir, we also thank you for your tireless zeal, for always being a dynamic source of motivation to us, and for supporting us in all of our activities. A special mention of gratitude to our Dean Academics, Dr. Sundaramurthy sir, for the registration letters. Sir, we are grateful for your untiring efforts in framing and upgrading the curriculum and syllabus of ETU on are with institutes of national excellence, and we also thank Dr. Eldarisan sir for presenting the phase of the curriculum and regulations and the rules for the B.Tech degree program to our new aspirants in the executive session. Thank you. Our heartfelt gratitude to all the faculty coordinators for various disciplines, Dr. Sundaramurthy, Dr. Kothandaraman, Dr. Nitha, Dr. Temuri, Dr. Ratnam, Dr. Revati, for all your determined contribution, constant support throughout, and shouldering the responsibilities in organizing this induction program. Our special thanks to Dr. Sundaramurthy Madam for the wonderful invitation. Our sincere thankfulness to Dr. K. Sagaraj sir, Professor, Department of Computer Science, for providing constant support in terms of technical coordination, logistic support, YouTube streaming, and live telecast, and all other timely help as needed. We also thank Dr. Shivaraj for providing the internet facility and also for all the timely help. Our thanks to Dr. R. Elanjarian, Training and Placement Officer, for briefing the TNT activities during this 5 days training program, who keeps adding colorful feathers to PTU cap with his wonderful placements globally to all our students. Our special thanks to Dr. Sadara Francis, convener, Institute Information Center, for a notable contribution in maintaining and updating every detail of the students with their academic related records. Thanks to the faculty coordinators of the first year, Professor Harish Kumar, Department of Physics, and Professor Ayyappan, Department of Mathematics, for your active participation, coordination, and setting up all the activities and queries pertaining to the first year students. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Kannan and all our deans, HODs, faculty colleagues, staff members of EEC for gracing this occasion with your valuable support. We place our deep gratitude to all the academic section staff members, members of the admission committee, for your tireless effort and helping us in carrying out this admission process successfully amidst this pandemic situation. Our sincere thanks to faculty and staff members of Electrical Wing, Chief Security Officer and its associates, press and media, for your kind assistance and continuous and timely support. Special thanks to Dr. Shanti Simon, Associate Dean Students and Head of the Department of Science and Humanities, for her dedication, meticulous planning, coordination, execution in this B.Tech induction training program in a very swift manner. Thank you, ma'am. We also thank all our lovable final year student mentors, volunteers, proud alumni spread across, who are always ready to help us in every help we need in all forms. We thank all the parents for having confidence and admitting your hearts in our prestigious institution. We assure you that PTU will open up and provide all possible multi-directional programs, both technically and non-technically, to shape your ward into a resourceful and valuable human to cope up with the societal demands. Finally, we welcome and wish good luck to all our new entrants to PTU family. This induction program will definitely provide you a deep insight about PTU, about the various activities, opportunities, challenges to go through to drive you to the next and very important phase of your life and career. Remember the noteworthy golden words of our beloved Principal, Registrar and Dean Academics with your blessings. So enjoy and utilize this 4-year stay at PTU to transform yourself into a notable and valued human when you leave our institute after graduating, to bring laurels to you, to your parents, to your teachers, and to your alma mater. Finally, I conclude by thanking you all and have a great day ahead. So, I have a small announcement also here. Tomorrow there is a live telecast of the Republic Day function. I invite all the first year students and the parents to witness our live telecast program at 7:15 a.m. tomorrow. Thank you.
The joy of welcoming a new member in any family knows no bounds. With the same excitement and hope, we welcome the stars of today's celebration, the young boys and girls who have opted to make this institute their second home. We can assure you that everyone here will hold your hand as second parents and elder siblings, lead you and help you grow. The next 4 years may be challenging, but at the same time very enlightening and enriching too for all of you. Here you are with hopes and dreams, expectations and trepidations, eagerly waiting to see what the future holds. Hope you have a wonderful stay here and a very bright and productive future. All of us wish that you are empowered with unrivaled opportunities, exceptional experiences to make a positive difference in the world. In this economy of distraction, may you experience the joy of learning, the joy of exploring, the joy of thinking, the joy of asking questions, and the joy of growing. Thank you, one and all. We'll take a small break and the induction program will continue with a presentation on the curriculum and regulation by our Dean Academics. A short break of 10 minutes now. Yes, sir. Welcome you all to the first session of the induction program. I'll just hand over the mic to Shafrina. Shafrina? Shafrina, please introduce our Dean Academics, and then we'll start off with this presentation. Please, Shafrina, start. You can start, Shafrina. Can you please mute that for a moment, sir?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Shafrina.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. I'm Shafrina from Finding X Youth Department. So, before going to the program, I would like to request everybody, for those who are seeing this through YouTube and as well as through me, please maintain the decorum of the chat. Please don't send any unnecessary messages or group links due to that the links we send are not getting conveyed to the students. So moving on, just seems like yesterday the live is as we all place sitting there in the auditorium, hearing my seniors speak about the college. So I'm excited, thrilled to welcome you all here, and I welcome you all on behalf of all the seniors of Pondicherry Engineering College, that is Puducherry Technical University for you. So this is going to be a new home, and enjoy your stay. So moving to the program, our college is more than just academics, but first academics. So I take immense pleasure in inviting Professor Dr. S. Sundaramurthy, Dean Academics, Puducherry Technical University. To say about him, Professor Sundaramurthy has completed his B.Tech in Chemical Engineering from NIT Surathkal, his M.Tech from IIT Madras, and PhD from IIT Madras in 1994. He has a teaching experience of over 35 years, 14 years in NIT and 21 years in Tech. He has served as the head of the Department of Chemical Engineering from 2000 to 2008. He has also held various administrative positions such as Academic Nodal Officer for 10 years, Lead Academic since 2014, Visiting Researcher in National University, Singapore in 2009. So, with no further ado, I welcome you, sir, to start the presentation.
Thank you. Formal introduction. Students have already addressed this problem. Yes. But now I am here.
Volume reduce
The rules and regulations. B.Tech program. Covered by Puducherry Technological University. So this is what I'm going to make. I will make it as it's very important. I call upon all the students to pay attention to this presentation, because this presentation is going to cover almost data about the curriculum, sort of structure of the curriculum, and various rules and regulations for conduct of examinations. So, students, all of you can be pretty aware of rules. And so kindly pay your attention. I don't think we'll be able to grasp everything one single presentation today, but later we will keep in touch with you. And you can always contact me. I am basically already I've been introduced. I am Professor Sundaramurthy, Professor of Department of Chemical Engineering, and actually acting as Dean Academics. fact, along with me, two associate deans.
இதுதான் இங்க வருது சாரோட பேஸ் வரல அது வரமாட்டேங்குது இங்க ஒரு வாட்டி ஏரியா ஓப்பன் பண்ணி க்ளோஸ் பண்ணி பேசினேன் கேட்கும்
போதா இல்லையா பிபிடி போதா இல்லையா வாய்ஸ் போதா
வாய்ஸ் போதும் சார்
Rajagopan is professor head of chemistry department. I think the first year you will come in contact with Mr. Rajagopan.
Techniques are
So this is our team.
TR.
I would like to say one thing.
ஏரியா நான் கண்டினியூ
Put in place.
சரி நான் கொஞ்சம் வெளியில போயிட்டு
இதுல கேட்கும் சார் நம்ம பேசினதுல கேட்கும் சார்
Already in Pondicherry engineering college. Actually, these schools are put in place. Yes, in line with the guidelines given out by AIC. As I mentioned earlier, they are one of the first few institutions across the country to have adopted the AICT model. So, curriculum, syllabi, everything you are going to go through is in line with what has been prescribed by AICT. That I want to say. But in due course of time, we will also make some changes that we will let you know. As the job, we will actually talk to you. Feel free to get in touch with us through either email, since you are right now not in the campus. So always contact us through email ID. At the end of this lecture, I will email contact. So to begin with, these are the branches of study. Been already mentioned. There are already 8 branches: civil, mechanical, electronics, communication, computer science, electrical, electronics, electronics, medical, information technology. This year, we added a new B.Tech program, mechatronics, which is being handled by mechanical engineering. Please take note of the abbreviation. I think that this 2-letter abbreviation, please kindly take note of it, because this abbreviation will appear later in many places. So please keep note of this abbreviation. So, all of you know that the duration of the B.Tech program is 4 years. All of you know that. And the maximum period to complete the program is 7 years. That you have to complete all the requirements for getting the B.Tech degree before 7 years. If you fail to do it, you will lose the opportunity of the degree being awarded. Please keep this in mind. So, whatever be the reasons, you cannot extend your duration beyond this. Kindly keep in mind. And total
Instruction weeks is 16 instruction weeks per semester. So there are totally 4 years split.
Yeah, this is ready. Actually, you can see that one period of class is 50 minutes. It's not 1 hour. One period is 50 minutes. And every day you have 8 periods. Every day you have 8 periods. And 4 periods in the morning and 4
Periods in the afternoon with a tea break and the lunch break in between. And each period runs to 15 minutes. And please try to understand that each course is given is assigned a number called credit or a weightage.
And this you have to keep in mind. What is credit is a number or weightage assigned to each and every one of the courses that are covered in the curriculum. That the 4 periods theory courses carry 4 credits. 3 period theory courses carry 3 credits. And 3 period of practical courses carry 1.5 credits. That is 2 period of practical class. correspond to one of the all elective courses. So if your curriculum you have compulsory core courses and elective optional courses or elective, you can opt for doing some of the courses from the prescribed list of courses. There are
mute பண்ணுங்க browserல mute பண்ணுங்க browserல
and one important point here is the total number of credits that you are required to learn to be eligible to be awarded the B.Tech degree is 160 credits. That's the total number of credits that you are required to earn in a period of 4 years. Is 160 credits. But please try to understand one thing here. It's very, very important. It's not there in many institutions. Here you can earn an additional honors degree. An additional honors degree in your own discipline of engineering. Or an additional minor degree in another discipline of engineering. This in addition to your B.Tech degree, you have an option of earning an additional honors degree in your own discipline of engineering. For example, if you are in computer science engineering, you can opt to earn a B.Tech honors degree in computer science, or you can earn a minor degree in a different discipline of engineering. For example, if you are studying computer science engineering, you can earn a minor degree in, say, electronics and communication. So you have a B.Tech degree in computer science with a minor degree in electronics and communication. These, for that, you have to earn an additional 20 credits. So during the 4 years of duration of the B.Tech program, you will have to earn additional 20 credits to become eligible for honors degree or minor degree. And this you'll be given the option to choose for an honors degree or a minor degree at the end of first year. At the end of first year, and depending upon your performance in the first year. So there are limited number of seats available in both honors and minor degree, and you can opt or choose for doing the honors or minor degree at the end of first year, based on the score, the CGPA, that you score in the first year. Please keep this. This we will discuss about it more in detail later. Yeah, this is broadly the how the curriculum of every engineering program is structured. This is the structure. So in the next few slides we will talk about the program structure. So basically, you see, this is the distribution of credits. So out of the total 155 to 160 credits, okay, the humanities, social sciences, and management courses will carry about 8 to 10 credits, and basic science courses, mathematics, physics, chemistry, and you are also going to have a biology course that will carry about 25 to 31 credits, and there are engineering science courses like workshop, drawing, basics of electrical, mechanical, computer engineering, and that will carry 15 to 24 credits, and there are also professional core courses. The professional core courses. There are professional core courses which will carry about 60 to 70 credits. Then there are professional elective courses. Elective courses chosen from your own discipline of engineering that will carry about 15 to 18 credits. And please remember there are open elective courses. So you have an option to choose some elective courses from other disciplines, apart from your own discipline, apart from board discipline. You can choose to do some elective courses offered by other disciplines and also humanities, and that you have to compulsorily learn about 10 credits. And then there are professional activity courses, maybe project or entrepreneurship. I will stress upon it later. Seminar, internship, there's a compulsory internship, comprehensive test. All this together will carry 14 credits. And then you have what is called mandatory non-credit courses. I mean, these are the courses to be completed compulsorily, but but they don't carry any credit, but they have to be completed. So these courses include induction, this is the environmental science, Indian constitution, essence of Indian medical knowledge, and then professionalism. These are mandatory courses that you compulsory do, but they don't carry any credit, therefore not. And please take note of the category code. Please take note of the category code, HSM, BSc. Please take note of this course, and this will appear later. And yeah, this is just to give you an idea about. Please remember, I think after a week or so, everything will be put up on the website. You can actually take a look at it. Take a look at it. But now it's all this available in the web page. You can go and look at the web page, and all these things are available. So this is how you are. This, for example, all the courses are placed different. So this remember that. Please remember that the first year is common to all disciplines. First year courses are common to all disciplines. But in order to sort of adjust the workload, okay, the students are grouped in two groups. All the we are actually there are two groups. The courses are arranged two groups. The courses are arranged in two groups. Group 1 and Group 2. Group 1 and Group 2. So you can check up. So that's how the okay. So you can now just see that for example branches in this computer science, two sections, CS1, CS2, IT, information technology, mechanical engineering, section 1, section 2, chemical engineering. So they all fall under group 1. And in group 2, electronics and communication engineering, two sections of electronics and communication, electrical engineering, electronics and instrumentation engineering, and two sections of civil engineering, and MT, mechatronics. I think the new program mechatronics. So they all come under group 2. So please check out the courses that you are doing the first and second semesters according to the group to which you belong. But both first and second semesters together, curriculum is common to all the branches. The bifurcation happens only for the third semester. You understand? You cannot see like this is just yeah. I think semester 3 to 8 onwards. You can take a look at the curriculum and syllabi. It's already available on the web page. Just an example. This is the B.Tech computer science curriculum, the third semester. Right? So you cannot see. You have mathematics courses. You also have access to honors core courses and minor courses, and also open lecture courses. So it actually, what it actually means is that you just publish the third semester, you can see. Apart from the from third semester onwards, you can actually opt for a honors or minor technical course. For example, if you opted for a honors course in computer science, you will be the third semester you will be human computer science, additional course that you have to do. If you opted for an honors in computer science, if someone has opted for a minor in computer science. So he has to do the data structure and algorithms. This course will be taken by students from other disciplines. For example, students in electronics and communication opts for doing a minor degree in computer science. He will have to do this course, data structures and algorithms. Now, apart from that, one can start also registering for open lectures. Already told you about that. It's just an outline. Then you also have a compulsory course on Indian Constitution. Yes, it stands for the department. You see, you please have to understand this course code. The first two letters, the course code, correspond to the department which is offering EC 235. It is a course offered by Electronics and Communication. Essentially, science and humanities. I think it's just to give an idea. And also, please take note of the periods and credits, the distribution of periods and credits. This table shows that L means lecture period, P is tutorial periods, P is practical periods. So L lecture periods, P tutorial periods, P practical periods. So when I say L, for example, say L is 3 and P is 1, that means it's a 4 credit course. Out of the 4 contact hours per week, you have 3 hours of lecture and 1 hour of tutorial. That's what it means. Okay. This is, and you can now see that the total number of credits in the third semester would be 19.5. The total number of periods is 20. I mean, you can please take a look at it and you will understand. So, you can just learn this is the 5th semester, 6th semester, 7th semester, and you can see the 8th semester is something that I want to tell you. It's something very special. The 8th semester, you are not going to do any theory. The 8th semester is usually meant for doing a project. So, 8th semester is usually left out for the project. So, you don't have to do the theory course. Come to the 8th semester, you will spend all the time for the project. Which means that you can carry the project work not only within the college, or you can carry the project work any within institution or even in the industry. That's why this is something very unique. You will not find it in many places. So each semester, you have the option of carrying the project within the college or even outside the college. You can also carry out the project. Then bring your IIT or entire professor. You can just go and work for your project in IIT or IIC or even in the industry. So that's when the industry may treat that project work carried out.
Day semester as a kind of internship. So all that flexibility and options we have provided. Yeah, I'll just give outline. This is already discussed. You can now see that. So your theory only courses. So there are 4 credit course theory courses and 3 credit theory courses. And the elective courses, all elective courses carry 3 credits. And practical courses. There are 1.5 credit practical courses. There are also 1 credit practical courses, depending upon the contact hours. Next slide. Yeah, I think English is a compulsory course carrying 3 credits and 4 contact hours per week. You can see 2 lecture hours and 2 practice hours. And engineering, graphics, and design is also a compulsory course in the first year, offered in the first year. And this is also a 3 credit course. And as I told you, professional activity courses are there. We'll discuss in detail about it. Project or entrepreneurship and all. But the mandatory courses, the non-credit courses, already I've told you, like you have to compulsorily do mandatory non-credit courses in environmental science, Indian Constitution, essence of Indian traditional knowledge and professional. Next slide. Yeah. So roughly about out of 30 periods a week, totally you will have about 30 periods a week, and out of which 23 to 25 periods per week you'll be engaged in the regular classroom, and then you'll be left with about 4 periods per week, which a student can opt for an open, which the student can utilize it for doing elective course or a honors course or a minor course. Okay, and then then please try to understand there is a compulsory biology for engineers course. Today it is being felt that every engineering graduate should have some idea about biology. Because today, the biology is technology driven. There is so much of technology used in biology. So it is felt that every student should have some basic knowledge of biology. So it's a compulsory course, biology for engineers, carrying 2 credits across all disciplines of India. And I think you will have compulsorily 3 mathematics courses. I think the number of mathematics courses have been drastically reduced to actually 3. So you'll have compulsorily 3 mathematics courses. If any of the departments is in need of having an additional mathematics course relevant to their own discipline or discipline of engineering, the respective department will itself take the responsibility of offering that mathematics course. For example, in chemical engineering, I can say that a course on computational methods is being offered by chemical department, okay, not the maths department. That option is also there. And next. And please try to understand that both theory and practical only courses are evaluated for a total of 100 marks. I think this you have to know. Like each course is evaluated for 100 marks, of which 40 marks are set aside for continuous assessment, and remaining 60 marks for the end semester examination. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. And 15 credits, like you have to take professional elective courses. The elective course offered by your own respective departments, you have to complete 15 credits. That means if each course is of 3 credits, you have to complete a total of 5 courses under the professional elective course category. And apart from that, you have to, as I told you, like 10 credits you have to earn under open elective category. And out of that, please try to remember that you have to do 2 regular courses and the 2 online courses. This is compulsory. You have to earn. You have to do 2 online courses in the Swayam portal. All of you are aware of Swayam portal, because in the Swayam portal, plenty of online courses are available, offered by experts across India from premier institutions. Even there are MOOCs courses offered by very reputed universities like MIT and all that. Okay, so you have to compulsorily carry out. You have to complete 2 courses in the online mode. Okay, and each of these courses carry 2 credits. That means you have to earn compulsorily 4 credits in the online mode. Okay, I think there is so much of emphasis being given, and you have to compulsorily earn these courses. Okay, fine. Next slide. Yeah. So this I already told you. As I told you, you can opt for a minor degree or a honors degree at the end of your first year, before moving to the 3rd semester. End of the first year, before moving to 3rd semester, you can opt for a minor degree or a honors degree. But please remember that the minimum CGPA, like cumulative grade point average, you should have a minimum of 7.5 CGPA to become eligible for opting for a honors degree or a minor degree, and you should not have any arrears in the first year. So this is, please keep this in mind. If you want to really opt for a honors degree or a minor degree, you should not, your CGPA should not be less than 7.5. So that is you have to keep in mind now. So you have to accordingly, those of you who are very keen to do a honors degree or to do a minus degree, you have to see to that you don't end up having any arrears in the first year, and also see to that you perform well and earn a CGPA of 7.5 and above. So please keep this in mind. Don't please come and ask us that you have fallen short of the CGPA. And another thing is that you also have you can also have a minor degree in entrepreneurship. I think maybe I'll talk about it. So you can also, apart from so as it has been mentioned, now the emphasis is on entrepreneurship. I mean, particularly Pondicherry Technology University is one of the very few institutions across the country which has been selected for establishment of what is known as Untitled Incubation Center with a grant of about 10 crores. MHRD, Minister of Human Resource and Development, has set up an incubation center, Untitled Incubation Center, and that is coming up in a very big way. And this year, the center is also opting for, center is also offering a MBA degree in entrepreneurship, an MBA degree in entrepreneurship. So it's coming up in a very big way. So the idea is to actually train the students to become job providers rather than job seekers. So there is so much of emphasis in entrepreneurship. And here you have an option, you are given an option to choose to do a minor degree in entrepreneurship. Please try to understand. You can also opt for doing a minor degree in entrepreneurship by earning additional 20 credits. So this is something you have to keep in mind. If you have, if you ultimately want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to start something, definitely I think the right kind of platform is available in Pondicherry Engineering College for you to come out with a startup. Even that is possible. So you can actually aim at it. Then right from the second year or so, you can actually work out for becoming an entrepreneur. Maybe when you pass out, you can also have a startup put in place. That is possible. So I'm only trying to say that there is a right kind of ambience for it. And there is one, I think, over. Yeah. Yeah, fine. This is all. I think there's a compulsory seminar course. It carries 1 credit. And I think you can go through how the seminar is to be presented and it has to be evaluated. And there is a project work. This I want to put emphasis, carrying 8 credits. Project work carries 8 credits. And you can carry out the project work. This project work will be carried out in the 8th semester. Actually, you don't have to wait for reaching the 8th semester to start working on the project work. You can actually pre-plan your work even while you are in 7th semester, so that when you come to the 8th semester, you will come out with an excellent piece of project. As I told you, the project work can be carried out within the college under the guidance of one of the professors. As I told you, many of our faculty members are very well qualified. All of them hold PhD degree, and most of them are experienced in guiding students for PhD. So that's a kind of quality teachers who are available in PTU. So you can actually have a dialogue with some of the teachers and come up with a interesting research problem even before you move on to 8th semester. So you can start working on the project. So when you come to 8th semester, you can choose and continue. And another option you have is when you come to 8th semester, you will you can also pre-plan and fix up a project work in a premier institution, not only within India, even across the globe. Let us say, it is even possible. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Please look at it. Some of you want to carry out a project work, let us say in NUS Singapore. So you are in touch with a professor through some faculty here. For example, I have spent some time in NUS as a visiting researcher. Let us say a student in chemical engineering is very keen to carry out a project work in NUS. So maybe I can facilitate, put you in touch with the professor there. You can start working on a problem, and when you come to the 8th semester, you can go to NUS and spend the time exclusively for carrying on the project, and that will be an excellent launching to your career. So all that is possible. Or you can choose to do a project of an industry. Today, industries are very keen. In fact, industries are recruiting students as interns. So for internship, so you can actually carry out the internship in the industry in the 8th semester. So you can actually go to an industrial environment and work on a project. So this is something which you have to keep in mind right from the beginning. And all these things are possible. And then once again, there is a compulsory internship. There's a compulsory. Yeah, let me just sip some tea. And there is a compulsory internship. Actually, the students are required to undergo internship in an industry or a research laboratory or a higher learning institution and earn up to 2 credits. So it's compulsory, it's mandatory, and the students can can carry out this internship in different spells. Each spell not exceeding, not less than 2 weeks. So this is something which you can do. You can start taking up internship right from your second year. So you can start working on some internship projects right from your second year. That possibility is also there. I think today all these things are required. So today, next I'll just go through quickly about, I think it's very important more than anything. So far we have seen about the program structure, the curriculum structure. So we'll look at the assessment now. Okay, so assessment. So basically, as I told you, like, every subject, every theory course, for example, you are assessed for 100 marks, and out of which 40 marks are set aside for continuous assessment, and the 60 marks are set aside for the end semester examination, which is of 3 hours duration. And the continuous assessment will be based on 3 cycle tests, each carrying 25 marks, and based on cycle tests carrying 25 marks. Okay, then there may be 3 tests, and the best 2 out of 3 tests will be taken. So the teacher will conduct 3 tests, and each carrying 25 marks, and an average of 2 best tests will be taken, and then 10 marks is assigned for assignment, and then 5 marks is for attendance. I'll come to that. So you just by attending the class, just by maintaining 100% attendance in the class, you will straight away get 5 marks. Please keep in mind. This is to encourage you to. Yes. Oh. This is a pattern of theory end semester examination. End semester examination, the question paper will have 3 sections. The first section will have 5 questions, each carrying 2 marks, 5 compulsory questions. The second section will have 5 questions, either or choice, and each question would carry 8 marks. So 40 marks for the second section. Third section you'll have to answer just 1 question. It will be from any one of the 5 units. That's a compulsory question. Okay, so that's a kind of the problem solving, a design oriented question. Okay, so it's just the question will emphasize on application of theoretical concepts. This is the question paper pattern. Yeah. Coming to the laboratory courses, also the continuous assessment carries 40 marks, and the end semester examination carries 60 marks, and continuous assessment will be based on the regular lab work and record that carries 25 marks, then attendance 5 marks, and then finally there will be a model examination that will carry 10 marks. And continuous assessment, once again, the procedure carries 10 marks, conduct of experiment carries 40 marks, and there will be a viva voce which carries 10 marks. Total of 100 marks. As I told you, these mandatory credit courses, this will not carry any sort of mark, but you have to get a minimum marks to pass this course. Okay, but that will be decided by the teacher. There is a so you can, but it's a mandatory course. It does not actually carry any mark, but you have to get a kind of minimum to complete this MCC, mandatory credit course. Next slide. This is very, very important. Examination passing criteria. This is something which all of you should know right in the beginning. So what is the passing criteria? Now, out of 100 marks, every subject carries 100 marks. Out of this 100 marks, you know that 60 marks is for the end semester examination, 40 marks is for the continuous assessment, internal assessment. So for you to pass a subject, you have to necessarily score 40% of the marks in the end semester examination. That is, out of 60, 24 marks you have to necessarily score in the end semester examination. 40% of 60 marks. That means 24 marks out of 60 you have to necessarily score, and then continuous assessment and the end semester examination put together, you have to score a minimum of 50 marks out of 100. So this is the passing criteria. Right? So please, this you have to keep in mind. Finally, you will be given letter grade based on the range of marks score, and each letter grade there is a grade point. Is assigned a grade point. So here it is the maximum grade point is 10. So if your mark is in the range of 90 to 100, your letter grade is yes, the grade point is 10. Your mark in the range of 80 to 89 carries a letter grade A, grade point 9. Mark in the range of 70 to 79, letter grade is B, grade point is C. 60 to 69, letter grade is C, and the grade point is 7. 55 to 59, letter grade is D, and the grade point is 6. 50 to 54, letter grade is E, grade point is 5. And below 50, F, that means fail grade, the grade point is 0. Okay. Then there is a provision for you to audit a course. I'll come to that. That means you can audit a elective course, which means that you can just attend the class and need not sit for the examination. Like you just want to learn the subject. Maybe that's required for carrying out a project work, but you don't want to really appear for the examination and get yourself evaluated. Just you want to attend the course. It's called auditing course. So if you want to audit the course, the letter grade is X. Okay, and fine. Absent, if you're absent in an examination, the letter grade is Z. Okay. So this is your grade point average and the cumulative grade point average. It's an average. Okay, grade point average is the average of the grades that you have scored in all the subjects put together in a particular semester. Grade point average is the average of grades that you have scored in all the subjects put together in a particular semester. Grade point average. Whereas cumulative grade point average is the average of grade points scored by you in all the subjects put together up to a particular semester. So that is CGP. So please remember the GP and CGP. It's an average of grades scored by you. Okay, so and this is very, very important once again, please take note of it. There is attendance criteria for you to become eligible to sit for an examination. So what is the attendance criteria? So you should have not less than 75% to overall attendance. That is the attendance in all the subjects in a semester put together. Attendance of all the subjects in a semester put together. Your attendance should not be less than 75% for it to become eligible to appear for examination. Please keep this in mind. It's called overall attendance. We are not talking about attendance in a particular subject. Attendance in all the subjects of a semester put together is the overall attendance, and that should not be less than 75% for it to become eligible to appear for an examination. But let us say on some medical reason you are unable to attend the classes. Okay. Only on medical grounds. You are not in a position to attend the class. Then you can still attend the examination if your attendance falls above 60% and below 75%. So for the medical reason, you are unable to attend the classes, and because of which your attendance falls below 75%, you will be allowed to sit for the examination provided your overall attendance is above 60%. Okay, that's only on medical grounds. So you have to prove that by producing a medical certificate, you have to validate that you are medically not fit to attend the classes, or that your attendance should be you'll be allowed to appear for the examination if your attendance is above 60%. If your attendance falls below 60%, whatever be the reason, whatever be the ground, you will be prevented from appearing for the examination, and you will lose 1 year. Just keep this. So you will forego 1 year, and you will have to come back the following year and attend that particular semester, attend the classes of the particular semester. Please keep this in mind, because we are having problems, because students have to be very, very aware of this attendance rule. Understand that. So we have been having cases. We have had cases where we have strictly not permitted the students whose attendance has fallen below 60%. This has to be kept in mind right now. So next at the end, the classification. Finally, you will be awarded a class depending upon your overall performance. And if your overall CGPA is 8.5 and above, you'll be placed in the first class with distinction. You'll be awarded first class with the distinction. If your final CGPA is 8.5 and above, without in the first attempt, that's very, very important. 8.5 and above CGPA in the first attempt. Okay, you will be eligible to be classified as first class with distinction. But if you have some arrears or something like that, then you will not have the eligibility. Even if your CGPA is above, is 8.5 and above, but you have failed in some subject and cleared it in the second attempt or something like that, then you will be not eligible for being placed in the first class distinction category. You will be placed in the first class category. You will be placed in the first class category. So if your CGPA is above 6.5 and below 8.5 in the first attempt or in any attempt, you will be placed in the first class category. And if your CGPA is less than 6.5, you will be placed in the second class. So I think you should all of you should aim for first class with distinction. That is not going to be very easy. And you'll be the 3 ranks will be awarded in each branch of study. And a temporary break, I think there is for the reasons of ill health or something like that. Only for the reasons of health, you can be permitted to take a temporary break from study and rejoin the course after a year or something like that. That is only for the reasons of ill health, not otherwise. Okay, because I know that this rule many are trying to misuse. Okay, like people take a break and prepare for some entrance examination, and that is not permitted. Only for reasons of ill health, you will be permitted to take a temporary break from your study and rejoin the course the following year. And this is something, just transfer of credits is there. I think it's something which you have to keep in mind. For example, if there is a possibility for you to spend one semester in a premier institution such as IIT or even abroad. Now, some of the IITs have this provision. IIT Kanpur, for example, I know that they allow some students, very brilliant students, to come and spend a semester in their campus and earn some credits there. And that the credits that are earned that way can be transferred. But there's a lot of procedure involved. One important thing is that if there is some such possibility, the Pondicherry Technology University has to enter into an MOU with that university. For example, let us say someone can go to, I am once again repeating, the NUS. Someone wants, so you should make up your mind in the first year itself. There is a possibility for you to go to some very good university abroad and spend one semester there. Then, because we can entertain that. So we have provision in our regulation to entertain that and encourage the students to do it. See some students who want to aim high. Let us say I tell you, like students from here can go for higher studies to any university abroad. You want to go to MIT, you want to go to Stanford, it is possible. Okay, but you have to plan it out. Okay, you have to plan it out, and it is possible. What I'm trying to say is that such provisions are made in our regulation, and some of you are interested in that. That you can please get in touch with us, so we can actually work it out. Okay, to have a MOU. For example, you are planning to. We will also try to establish some MOUs with IITs, IIC. And now that we are a university, it's possible. we will actually go ahead and try to have some MOUs put in place with premier institutions. We'll definitely take steps. But if you also have some such idea in mind, you can please contact us. But well in advance. Don't bring such proposals in the last minute. So we will work it out. And as I told you, the sky is the limit. Okay, if you're interested in achieving something, you can always. But the maximum number of credits is limited to 50. Okay, out of 160, you can earn up to 50 credits by spending one semester. I think I'm coming to the end of it. This is just to give an academic support and guidance. You have to remember all these things. So, like for every student, there's a first year coordinator, and there is also a class advisor. You'll come to know about it once you are into the system. There is a first year coordinator who will actually coordinate various activities with you in the first year. And every class, there will be a class advisor also. And there will also be faculty advisor. I think for a batch of every 20 students, a faculty advisor will be allotted. And they'll be, you can get in touch with them, and they will be able to guide you in various academic and even non-academic matters. And students should be aware of that. And when you are in first year, you will not have to go contact any head of the department because when you're first year. Only when you move to the third semester, you'll be attached to a particular department. In the first year, because the syllabi is common, so the first year coordinator will act as head of the department and he will coordinate. So shortly, you will come to know about it. And then once you move on to the department in the second year, so department will have head of the department, HOD, and then there will be class advisors and there will be faculty advisors. And as I told you, the dean's office, I am Dean Academics. I already introduced, and I have 2 associate deans with me. You feel free to contact the dean's office anytime. The dean's office is next to the principal's chamber, so you can feel free to contact the Dean Academics. And there's also an academic section to look after the administrative matters related to academics, and there is assistant registrar academics. Please visit this site. We will update everything. academics.pec.edu. So we will also all these regulations, everything already is available. We will also sort of upgrade it, and so all the best to all of you. I think thanks for your patient hearing, and all the best. Best of luck to all of you. Thank you.
Internet also is not there.
Can remove it now? Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you one and all. The first session is over. Today's session is over. Tomorrow morning at 7:15, we'll have a live telecast of the College Republic Day flag hoisting ceremony. So you're all requested to be part of it. It will be streamed live on YouTube. The link will be given, and the flag hoisting will start at 7:30. So, and after that, the HODs of all the departments will be addressing all of you. So, please be ready at 7:30 tomorrow morning to witness the flag hoisting and listen to the deans and HODs who are going to address you tomorrow. So, all the best to all of you. Today's session is over. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 7:30. And any updates with regard to the program will be given on the website. So please keep checking the website. All the updates will be on the website. The Google Meet link will be the same for every day, but the YouTube link will be given on the website for each and every session. So tomorrow morning at 7:15, you can start joining start watching the YouTube live streaming. Okay, all the best to all of you. We'll just sign off for the day.
Okay, ma'am.
கால் பண்ணேன் பேசிட்டு போடுற நான் ஸ்கிரீனை மாத்திட்டேன்டா ஸ்பீக்கர்ல
நான் 2 நிமிஷம்